Khrouchtchev vient à la rencontre de Kennedy à Vienne au printemps 1961, c'est à la Chine aussi qu'il pense et qu'à tout prendre, il le dit à la même époque à De Gaulle, il y a beaucoup de passerelles à jeter entre blancs. Mais les pontonniers n'ont pas mis au point les techniques. On n'en est qu'aux prémices, au sentiment de la nécessité d'une convergence. Mais Kennedy attend d'être plus fort pour traiter et Khrouchtchev moins vulnérable. Au mois d'août 1961, est dressé à Berlin le mur qu'on appellera de la honte et qui sera longtemps le symbole de la guerre froide au moment où elle pourrait cesser. Après moellon, sous les huées des Berlinois et le regard navré de la sentinelle américaine, la muraille se dresse, exacerbant la soif de liberté chez les exclus. Il n'est pas de saut qui ne soit tenté, de fuite qui ne soit entreprise, d'évasion planifiée. Par la fenêtre, sous les barbelés, on fuit, au risque de sa vie, un pouvoir qui ne tient plus qu'à un verrou. Sauf qui peut.
Good evening, my fellow citizens. This government, as promised, has maintained the closest surveillance of the Soviet military buildup on the island of Cuba. Within the past week, unmistakable evidence has established the fact that a series of offensive missile sites is now in preparation on that imprisoned island. Only last Thursday, as evidence of this rapid offensive buildup was already in my hand, Soviet Foreign Minister Gromyko told me in my office that Soviet assistance to Cuba, and I quote, pursued solely the purpose of contributing to the defense capabilities of Cuba, unquote. And that if it were otherwise, Mr. Gromyko went on, the Soviet government would never become involved in rendering such assistance, unquote. That statement also was false. I have directed that the following initial steps be taken immediately. To halt this offensive buildup, a strict quarantine on all offensive military equipment under shipment to Cuba is being initiated. All ships of any kind bound for Cuba, from whatever nation or port, where they're found to contain cargoes of offensive weapons, be turned back. It shall be the policy of this nation to regard any nuclear missile launched from Cuba against any nation in the Western Hemisphere as an attack by the Soviet Union on the United States, requiring a full retaliatory response upon the Soviet Union. I call upon Chairman Khrushchev.
You'll translate what he says to me. He'll have his own translator telling what I say, but I want something more from you.
Yes, sir, whatever I can do.
I think the Premier will be saying what he means. He usually does, but sometimes there's more in a man's voice than in his words. There are words in one language that don't carry the same weight in another. You follow me?
Oh, I think so, sir.
It's very important the Premier and I understand each other. I don't have to tell you how important. So I want to know not only what he's saying, but what you think he's feeling. Any inflection of his voice, any tone, any emotion that adds to his words. I want you to let me know.
Yes, sir, I'll do my best.
I'll talk to Moscow now.
Le monde a senti pour la première fois passer le souffle de la menace nucléaire. La survie des États-Unis était en jeu et le jeune président affichait une détermination crédible. La guerre Est-Ouest était-elle alors une hypothèse plausible? Jamais en tout cas comme pendant ces journées de novembre 1962.
Freedom Now movement, hear me. We are requesting all citizens to move into Washington, to go by plane, by car, bus, any way that you can get there. Walk if necessary. We are pushing for jobs, housing, desegregated schools. This is an urgent request. Please join. Go to